Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshak here, and we've got a lot of time in Mercenaries under our belt now, and unfortunately, we've got some not so good things to say, but there are a few good takeaways as well after our like 12 hours of playing this straight. First things first, a huge portion of this game is going to revolve around PvP, which is going against a real life player. Unfortunately, it's broken. When you queue into a game, yesterday we played for about 12 hours. We played about 3 real people. That's it. The other 9.5 hours consisted of queuing into a bot, and that basically comes from their new matchmaking system, which they have explained here, where they go, Mercenaries Fighting Pit will have its own new matchmaking system and rating system. This new system is the most complex matchmaking system and rating system Hearthstone has ever seen. To account for all the variables, each Mercenaries matchup, and if the perfect match can't be found, will make you one with a new AI opponent technology. This is kind of a big deal because we only played opponent technology. This game is going to be, you can play it as a PvE experience up until a certain point. Once your heroes and characters all, get their gear that they need, equipment, all their skills, and their level, which, by the way, you don't need to do. If you queue into PvP, it's supposed to match you with somebody of similar, character progress through the game. So you shouldn't even have to wait to PvP with somebody. After the PvP is done, this game is going to be strictly held up by going against real people. And the fact that day one, this system is broken and just doesn't work. I know D-Money, when we played New World after Mercenaries, he was telling me that he played for, again, 8 to 9 hours and he didn't play against a single real player at all. And that also is indicated by when you queue into somebody, it just says opponent instead of having a real life name. So that's kind of how you can tell if you're going against a real person or a bot. Yo guys, I appreciate you watching my videos. I'm happy you like the content, but if you're not subbed, please sub, because over 50% of the people who are watching the content are not subbed, and it really affects the channel in a bad way. If you want me to keep doing what I love and you like the videos, just make sure you support the channel. And if you don't, I guess that's okay too. Next thing is, after playing this game for 10 hours, it did not progress my tavern pass at all. So in Mercenaries, in order to buy packs and in order to unlock things, you need gold, which is the main resource that we have in Hearthstone. Unfortunately, through playing Mercenaries, there is no way to accumulate gold. So people had asked me, hey Rob, why didn't Mercenaries come out with a new currency so it could give you that so you could buy Mercenaries packs or Mercenaries cards or however you, and they opted to just use gold, which is fine. It's the system we always know if people are familiar with gold, but the problem is they don't reward you for playing Mercenaries with the currency to buy Mercenaries stuff, which is kind of a big deal because it leads people to only like spending money, which is a big problem because we already have to pay for standard mode, we already have to pay for the tavern pass, we already have to pay for the mini expansion. And now we don't really have a great way to craft and get mercenary stuff unless we spend gold, but we don't even get gold for playing the game mode. And you want us to buy a tavern pass, which doesn't progress through playing a new game mode. So I think this was in a patch fix that they had coming up, but it's just coincidental that the first showcase of this game to the public and everybody to play it, you get no rewards for playing the game. You get nothing. You play Mercenaries and you get nothing. I mean, at the end of each game, you get a very minuscule amount of like dust for your Mercenaries, which is another problem. So we've been getting anywhere between 5 to like 50 dust, depending on the reward for going through a bounty. And dust is basically how you upgrade your guys' abilities and equipments. So if you click on an ability, you can upgrade it for 125 Diablo dust. It starts off at 50, it goes to 100, then 125, then 150. This is very grindy. Every ability needs to be upgraded. I believe there's 5 upgrades in total. So we're talking about hundreds of dust for just a single ability. I opened the pre-order, and let's just say I didn't, for spending $50. I also got the welcome bundle, which was $5. I also got the World of Warcraft subscription, got another 15 packs. And then I opened up the 8 free packs that they gave me. And I still didn't have enough dust to craft a single hero I wanted, because I didn't get to pull Draxus, and I really wanted to play with Draxus, and I can't play with Draxus because I don't have enough Draxus dust. So, again, you don't need to level up all your abilities to max, because theoretically when you queue into PvP that doesn't work. It should match you with an opponent that has similar, you know, power levels of guys, which in my opinion isn't super hard to figure out. You have people queuing, it shows a level, and the game knows how many abilities you have and what level they are. So you just put them in a little tier category and then you just match those tiers together. I'm sure it's a lot more complicated than that, but the fact that it was broken day one is very sad. So so if you're looking for like a nice chill, so this would be a pro right here. If you're looking for a nice chill PvE experience where you go through places in World of Warcraft, like we went through Felwood, you go through the Barrens, you kill people. It's very fast paced. It's pretty fun. The PvE isn't bad. It's a great mobile experience if you're taking a shit or you're like watching Netflix and you're bored. Also, when you do a PvE run, let's go back here real quick. You have the option which you can unlock with gold, which I upgraded my stuff, which again, there's no way to get gold, and you have to pay gold to upgrade these places on the map in order to get shit. I unlocked this heroic mode. So you have a normal, and then you have heroic. And so when you click, when you add it, you see this little skull. So it's like, okay, well, what do I get for doing heroic? You choose it, and there is absolutely no indication of the differences of normal and heroic. You have no idea what you're getting or how hard it is. Like there's no, it doesn't say 2 times harder. It doesn't say you get this much more dust. It just has the same exact, this is the same screen. So this is the heroic screen, right? You go to the chest and it just says earn some coins plus random of the following. It doesn't tell you how many coins, and it tells you get random dust of one of these. What if this isn't what you want? What if none of these characters are who you want to play? You should be able to pick the dust of the random one of the character you'd like to progress, because you can get dust on a character you don't have, which will lead into our next con. So let's go back to normal mode here, and we'll click normal, and what do you know? The screen is exactly the same. You click on this box and you get the exact same prompt. So for me, as a player who's never played this game mode before, a new player, you go and you have no difference between heroic and normal. You have no idea the differences. You have no idea the rewards. You have no idea if you can even handle it. Another not so good thing is the mailbox. So we had to build this mailbox. I did a great job at building it. And then when you go in the mailbox, it constantly tells you have mail. So you open the mailbox and it just wants you to let you know that there's more stuff to buy. There's nothing more annoying than logging into Hearthstone and having to close out of it telling me it wants me to buy some shit every time I log in. And then on top of that, I go to Mercenaries, and then I already did a pre-purchase. I did one. I think that's a fair $50. I mean, that's a lot of money to me. And then I do my mail thing, and it tells me it wants me to buy more shit. Like every single time. Like it's not just it popped up once. Every single time I come back to my mailbox, it wants me to buy more stuff. So very annoying, very annoying. Again, a lot of this stuff that I covered can be patched and can be fixed with minor tweaks. But the thing is, this is day one. This is what we're seeing. Like, you can't release a game and be like, this is what you should do, this is what you should buy, and it doesn't fucking work. Because with the promise that it'll get better later, it should just be good now because you're releasing it now to people to play with, millions of players around the world who bought a shit ton of pre-purchases. I'm sure some of you did. And the game isn't really that playable and it's not rewarding. So I know this video probably won't bode well on Blizzard's side because I'm kind of bashing it, but it is fun and it has promise, but right now it doesn't work. And I know that a lot of us are used to being given broken products upon release. That's what every AAA title does right now. They release half a fucking game and then they sell you the other half for $60 as DLC on day one DLC throughout the next 6 months, when everything should have just been a single, like you should have just paid $60 and you got the whole game, but no, you got half a game. And I feel like that doesn't exactly equate to this, but I was really excited and now I'm really sad. So I'm probably just going to, so we'll definitely pump out some Mercenaries content, but I just don't, until there's some drastic things changed. I guess let me know what you guys are experiencing, if you enjoy it, if you don't enjoy it. Sorry, this video couldn't be more positive. There are some positives, but unfortunately there is a large casting shadow of negative that needs to be taken care of. But I still have hope for the game mode. I'll still play it and I'll still post videos on it, but definitely before getting started, this is an important video to watch. So thanks again for watching, guys. I'm Robert Warshak, and happy whatever the hell day it is.